This article that I just came across is crazy. It reports that nearly $12 trillion in US home value are now at risk for severe climate-related issues. The report comes from Realtor.com. It says that there's about $12.7 trillion of homes that are now under risk for severe issues with climate change, which represents about 26% of the US homes total. There are three main areas of concern, which are flooding, hurricane winds, and wildfires. Flooding is perhaps the most underrated issue that exists, with about 6 million homes at risk, which represents about $3.4 trillion. Here are the 5 metros at most risk for flooding. Number 1 spot is Florida, so Miami, Fort Lauderdale, West Palm Beach, about $306 billion of homes. Then you have New Jersey and New York, so New York and Newark, those two with about $295 billion of homes. Coming at number 3, you have Tampa, St. Petersburg, Clearwater, Florida, with $117 billion worth of homes. Then you have Los Angeles, Long Beach, and Anaheim, California, with $99.6 billion. And then finally, rounding out the top 5 is Houston, Pasadena, the Woodlands, Texas, with $92.4 billion at risk. Next up, we have issues with high winds damaging homes, and this is going to affect about $8 trillion worth of homes and about 18% of homes across the United States. And what's pretty crazy is that in 14 metros across Louisiana, Florida, South Carolina, and Texas, every single home faces a risk for high wind damage. So the top 5 areas at risk the most are Miami, Fort Lauderdale, West Palm Beach, Florida, Houston, Pasadena, Woodlands, Texas, New York, and Newark, New Jersey, and New York. You have Tampa, St. Petersburg, Clearwater, Florida, and then Orlando, Kissimmee, Florida, and Sanford, Florida as well. This is really a big issue too, because to put this into perspective, on a $400,000 home, a homeowner might have to pay about $20,000 before their insurance coverage even kicks in to help cover the damage. And then finally, we have wildfire risks. These are going to be a lot more concentrated. About 5.6% of homes in the United States are at risk for this, which is about $3.2 trillion. Most of it's going to be in California, in that Los Angeles and Riverside area. But you also have a couple of different places as well, which are Colorado Springs, and then also Tucson, Arizona are also at risk for high fire damage. And as I mentioned, this really is going to have a consequence on insurance premiums, and it already has started to, because these insurance premiums now are just sky high in some of these areas. Here are the top 5 most expensive insurance markets based on this information. You have Miami, Fort Lauderdale, West Palm Beach, Florida coming in at the top spot with a premium of $22,718. Then you have New Orleans with a value of a premium of $8,300. You have Cape Coral and Fort Myers, Florida with a value of $8,600. Oklahoma City at $4,700, and Baton Rouge, Louisiana at $4,600 as well. And so to put this into some more perspective, insurance premiums typically are about 0.8% of home value, but the 5 that I just listed, the lowest one is 2% and the highest one is 3.7% of home value. And that is a lot of money just for your insurance premium. So go ahead and share your thoughts down below about what you think about how climate change is really starting to impact the housing market, how you feel about these insurance premiums. Just share information and let's have a conversation so we can figure out what's the best route to take. Take care.